Today's service was incredibly soul-lifting.
Yeah, thanks for taking me to your church.
You're welcome.
And thanks for bringing me home.
You're welcome.
Would you mind joining me for lunch?
Really? Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay then, let's go. Wait a second, let me get the keys.
No worries. Take your time.
Welcome to my home.
Thank you. Nice place, I must say.
Thank you. Please join me in the kitchen. This way.
Okay.
Hope you enjoyed lunch.
Yeah, it's so delicious. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I guess it's time to go. I really appreciate the lunch. I owe you.
But, it's still early, can't we spend more time? Please, I need us to discuss something.
Really? But I have got a Bible study meeting in an hour's time.
Don't worry, I'll be brief. Can you please sit down?
Okay. I hope all is well.
Paul, please, will you be my lover? I have been longing to tell you.
What? Katie. Why? But you're not a Christian.
Is that a problem?
But you know I am a born-again Christian. I like you very much, but you are like a sister to me and I love you just the way Christ loves the church.
Really, don't you find me attractive?
You are an attractive woman, but I need God's direction in choosing the right woman for me.
It's okay, please, can you leave my house?
Look, Katie, I am so sorry to break your heart, but I need to hear from God first. Please understand.
Okay, I understand.
Come here.
Welcome to the Christian Relationship Corner. With me on the show today is Pastor Luke Martin, of the Winning Souls Ministry. Welcome, sir.
Thanks, Carla.
So, after watching the short video, what does the Bible say about dating/marrying a non-Christian?
Yeah, you see, 1 Corinthians 7:39 states, a woman is bound to her husband as long as he lives. But if her husband dies, she is free to marry anyone she wishes, but he must belong to the Lord. Here Paul makes a clear statement that teaches Christians it is never okay to marry a non-believer. He must belong to the Lord. 2 Corinthians 6:14-15 also states, do not be yoked together with unbelievers. For what do righteousness and wickedness have in common? Or what fellowship can light have with darkness? What harmony is there between Christ and Belial? Or what does a believer have in common with an unbeliever?
Interesting.
The reason God tells Christians not to date or marry non-Christians is because the direction of an unbeliever and a believer's life should be totally different. Before you come to Christ, you do not live to please God. But pleasing God should be the main purpose of a Christian's life.
So, Pastor, can you tell us how to avoid dating/marry a non-Christian?
While the Bible is clear that it is not ever okay to date or marry a non-Christian, that does not mean many Christians will not still do this. It's easy to play mind games and make exceptions of why dating a non-believer is usually wrong for most people but not wrong for you. So to avoid marrying a non-Christian, it starts with refusing to date a non-Christian. And if you really want to avoid dating an unbeliever, you will need to be careful about who you become friends with as well. There's a lot the Bible says about becoming friends with the world, but in short, Christians are to love people who are unsaved while still not becoming yoked with them. We must always have healthy boundaries between our hearts and theirs. I believe this comes down to serving more than receiving. You can be friends with non-Christians in the sense that you spend time with them, serve them, and listen to their problems. But once you start taking in their counsel and allowing yourself to pattern your way of life after them, then you are crossing a biblical boundary. So if you are serious about guarding your heart, accept what the Bible clearly says about not dating non-Christians, and don't get too close to the line if you don't want to go over it one day.
Nice point, Pastor. So, in conclusion, is it okay to date or marry a non-Christian?
In summary, it is never okay to date or marry a non-Christian. You must be careful because it will be easy to get sucked into an unbiblical relationship if you drop your guard. Put up boundaries so you don't get tempted to date an unbeliever. God will bless you when you obey Him. You never know what you are missing when you are living outside of the will of God.
Thanks for that spirit-filled message.
Thanks for having me.
So viewers, we have come to the end of today's show. See you again in our next show. It's a bye-bye from me.